Hey gang, Rodin here. Welcome on back to the Cade. As well, like I said in the last episode, I was hoping that would be the very last episode in this playthrough of Dark Souls, but as luck would have it, it didn't turn out that way. I tried 6 attempts to beat Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, and that long-haired flaming bastard would just not let me beat him. So, I've been giving myself a chance to take a rest and refocus a little bit. And partly because, like I said, when I do these recordings, I usually do them en masse. In both part to save time, and I do them on my days off from work because I have the bandwidth to do so. But I'm really hoping this does not become a prolonged situation with me being able to bring him down. Now, one thing that I am aware of is that there is a summon that is here at this part of the game. The problem is that you have to have completed the Solaire quest in order to get it. And I didn't do that. How do I know? Because I unfortunately killed him back in the Demon Ruins. Or the Fires of Izalith, I should say. Or Lost Izalith. So he's not here. Therefore, I am completely on my own. And there was a time not too long ago when seeing another Black Knight sword would make me happy, but I think I've got 4 of them now from having to spend all this time going back and forth, and it's just taking out these same 5 knights that you have to go through to get to Gwyn. Now, I wonder, can we do this? He's standing right there. Part of me wants to find out if I can hit him from here. You know what? I'll take the knights out, and then I will come back over, and I will see if I can ping him. Because if I can, if we can do to him what we did with Manus, that changes the complexity of this quite a bit. I'm almost, if I can actually whittle him down some. Another Black Knight shield, of which now I have 2 of those. Okay, so it's time for a little humor time with Ronan. Because I genuinely want to know if I can hit him from way up here. I mean, it doesn't look like there's a gap by which I could. Except maybe right here? Or could I get him from the top of the stairs? Because, yeah, he's right there. Let's just take a look at it for gits and shiggles. And see if this is doable. Because now I'm too curious to not at least find out. So can't go up that way. Yep, and that hits the rock. Yeah, I've got almost 700 arrows. I can afford to burn a couple. Nope. Oh, can't hit him there. Can't hit him there. And now I'm going too far down. Alright, well, I mean, I figured it worked for Manus. It might work for him. I didn't know. Maybe the Hornet Ring can help, because I can parry him and I can hit him. Then the attacks I can drop supposedly can do a lot more damage. I've tried everything else at this stage. I might as well. So let's go. And 5 swings, and just like that, I'm already dead. I didn't even get to parry him once. Not even once. What is up with this? This is getting, yeah, this is getting pretty stupid at this stage. You would think that there has got to be a gap. There has got to be some way that I can avoid those attacks and be able to not get just blasted in under 6 swings. But it's because he switches from one-handed to two-handed so fast. And each of his power attacks takes up so much of your stamina. Okay, and the Hornet Ring does 1100 damage on a critical attack. Now, if I could backstab him, that'd be even better, but I don't think I can. Because I can't get behind him enough to even get a swing on him, let alone hit him. Okay. But there has got to be a way that I can break through his defense and actually hit him. There has to be. I understand he's the final boss, and final bosses are supposed to be difficult. I never said I anticipated this to be a cakewalk. But even then, you gotta give me something. I mean, I finished Horizon Forbidden West, and even the final boss in that one, as long as you know to hit him with acid arrows, it gives you an opening by which you can heal up and have enough space to be able to make sure that you can survive the encounter. But this... another halberd. maybe it's worth using the axe. I don't know. So the problem with the axe is, again, the axe is a slower swing. And it's better two-handed, but the damage compared to using the regular straight sword is marginal. Alright, let's go back to this. I think I just gotta try and be more patient. Alright, got him once. Get behind him. Nope. Because again, he will not back up. You back up and he closes the distance so fast. There is no middle ground. Even the knights give you a little bit of a gap. But trying to get behind Gwyn? Nope, because he spins too fast. And that sword is so big and has such an arc, you can't get out of the line of, literally the line of fire anyway. And then you can parry the first attack if you time it right. But after that, nothing seems to work. And I mean nothing. Wow, now even the knights are killing me. Alright, let's take this one out. Come on. And get the axe knight again. And one more time. Let's see what we can do. Nope. We're going to do a two-handed swing. And yeah, he's just running. And he picks me up. Huh! I can actually parry him with a two-handed swing. Okay. This seems to be working. Holy cow, we finally got him! Jesus Christ! Which, by the way, for those needing translation, is French for ham sandwich. Why did that take so long? Holy cow! So we got 90,000 souls out of that. Or 70,000 for beating him. Praise the sun. Need light. I did. Okay, so yes, we did do it. We actually freaking did it. So I guess it was just get in close range, stand there, and take your best shot. And then hope that when he got up, you could actually parry the attack. Okay, so this will allow us to link the fire. Which I don't want to do. Because I wanted to be the Lord of the Dark. So I don't want to restart the fire. Especially because it's, of all the Billy Joel songs in the world, that's my least favorite. By a long way. Anything over here? No. So how long did it take us on that? Yeah, 20 minutes. And it's done. So we can't go up that way. We can't go that way. I wonder if we go... I guess we go back out this way. I think it's the only way we can go. Ah, and we have a cutscene. Duh!
Bless thy safe return. Let Carth and Fraft serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness.
So now we go down between the bowing heads of the primordial serpents. And now we are officially the Dark Lord. Reach the Dark Lord ending. I finally did it. It took me an extra episode to do it, and I won't lie, I was getting pretty frustrated by the end. I could not figure out why it was that Gwyn was being just so persnickety. But I think I got lucky understanding that if I just stayed right in his chest and made sure that I could get at least one parry in, then I could bring him down. So I have finally completed a Dark Souls game. So now let it never be said again that I am of the type of gamer who rather thought that it was not worth trying and that it wasn't worth finishing. So, as these credits roll, I guess it's time for me to give my assessment on it, and we'll start with our usual first question. Is this a good game? I can't, in good conscience, say it is not a good game. It's actually really good for what it is. And what it is, in a lot of ways, it is a throwback to games that I remember playing as a kid, in the third generation especially. Games like Wizards and Warriors, which again we profiled on a one-day playthrough not too long ago. You can check it out. And other games like... there's a bit of Castlevania in it as far as difficulty curve and weird level designs and different types of monsters. You could even say there's a little bit of Metroid in it, in the non-linearness of it. The original Metroid is actually a very non-linear game that a lot of people don't realize. One of the reasons why I've never finished it was I've never figured out an actual strategy to get through the whole damn thing. Is this a game that lives up to the hype that has built up over the last 15 years now? Thereabouts? What? No, 2013, so 10 years. 11 years. Yeah, I can see why. I get why it is that gamers flock to it as much as they did. Because, unlike a lot of role-playing games, you are more than free to figure out your own way of approaching it. I followed, by and large, the blueprint that was laid out, again, in watching the playthroughs of Fightin' Cowboy, who I still tip my cap to him as far as being really the guru of navigating your way through these games. And there's a lot of stuff I know I missed. There's a lot of stuff with NPCs that I know for sure that I screwed up. I don't think I was supposed to kill Solaire. I know Sigmar wasn't supposed to die in the bowels of the Demon Ruins, surrounded by poisonous bucket beasties. And in that respect, it encourages you to consider playing again. And I think that's what really builds up the idea of this game having its longevity. In that, yes, you can get better at it. And then, as I understand it, with each... because really, by the time you get to the PS3 era, that's when the idea of New Game Plus came into the forefront. And as you go back and do subsequent playthroughs, the degree of difficulty goes up a little bit more, as I understand it. Now, am I going to play this again on New Game Plus? I might, but it may be a while. If anything, what I'll probably do is I will probably reset Dark Souls and try it again from the beginning and try and do the other ending, which is... Ooh, wait a minute, we're starting back here already. So I guess this starts right New Game Plus from jump.
Indeed. The dark
but rather than trying to take the Dark Lord ending, do the Fire Lord ending. Kind of what I did with Ghost of Tsushima with... there's two endings that you can take in that one. And I did the first one, my first run through, then I went back through and did the second one. I won't spoil it and tell you what those are, if you haven't played it and are wanting to play it. But yes, like this, there are multiple options you can take. Am I glad I played it? Yeah, I am. I think this game challenged me in a lot of ways. It challenged my preconceptions of what I thought a game like this could be. Ooh, and I'm still wearing all my gear. And it did make me think about what sort of games are ones that really appeal to me. And yes, there will still be people who will never play a Dark Souls game. I get that. I'm not saying I'm going to be clamoring to play Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 or even Elden Ring. Like I said, I played Sekiro a little bit. And by comparison to Sekiro, this is actually an easier game. For all the difficulties I had at the end, I still think this is an easier game to get through than Sekiro. So I still have, what have I got? I've got all my gear. And am I still at all my stats? Yeah, I've got all my stats. So I'm at 40, 40, 40. And we know we got a little bit of time. So I just want to see, because if we've got all this gear, then I want to see how easy it is to get out of here. Because we're back at the Undead Asylum, so why not? Why the heck not? So we got the bonfire here. I still got 12 Estus. I don't think I'm going to need them. And the original Fat Boy is right up there. Now, in the first time I played this, the first thing I did was I made a beeline for that door. Then I came around and fought him after that. You know what, Sunshine? Bring it on. Let's go. You're not even making a dent in my armor and you're almost dead. Goodbye. That was stupid. Ooh, and I got his hammer. Okay, not that I'm going to use it for anything. And for that, I got a whopping... how many souls? 10,000. So I'm going to clean 100 grand. Oop, and it's locked because I didn't go and get the key. Alright, I will go and get the key really fast. Not gonna worry about that bonfire. Is this still the heater shield? It is still the heater shield. Not that I need a heater shield again. And another longsword. Oh, and I'm still hitting for 900 damage a shot. So, I will say this. Yes, if you've never played a Dark Souls game, and if you've been trepidatious about playing it, I get it. And if my playthrough has not convinced you to play it, I didn't do it with the idea of changing your mind.
Oh.
You're wearing my armor, by the way, dude. Because I get this later
Why
on.
not? Thank God I'm done. I'll die. I wish you... Regrettably. But there is an now and that when that will not...
So I think I get the key from you. Yep, the big pilgrim's key and all that stuff. And since you do not want to go insane... Because you didn't want to go insane. That's what you said. But if you have been on the fence like I was for a really long time about trying this game out, I mean, it can't hurt to at least give it the old college try. Give it an honest run. It may surprise you. It may... You know, if these are the sorts of games that you liked as a kid like I did, if you grew up playing high fantasy style role-playing games, and even played games like Final Fantasy, which I'm not saying aren't high fantasy, but they're JRPGs as opposed to conventional D&D style RPGs, is my point. Ooh, you hit quite a bit harder. I actually have to use Estus. Then you may find that this game actually appeals to you and becomes more than you thought. You never know. So let me just give up here to the crow, and we'll get back to Firelink. And I'll just zip through this because we've already seen it. And now we're back at Firelink Shrine where it all began. And it looks like all the items and everything have been completely reset. This is our, yep, that's humanity. Okay, let's go over the bonfire. Let's level up one final time. And we'll call this puppy good. And I will just boost my dexterity because why not? So we're at level 99. We never made it to level 100, but that's okay. So, that, everybody, finally completes my first time playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Like I said, will I play Dark Souls 2? Will I play Dark Souls 3? I don't know. I think I'm going to give myself a break. I wanted to play this again, like we said, to commemorate reaching 200 episodes on this channel and to provide a little bit of bonus content outside of our normal purview of games from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. Now that we are done with this, we are going to bring back Sports Saturday and Sucker Punch Sunday. Those will be starting the weekend after this airs. So we're going to have a couple of weeks before we get to the end of this, which will give me time to start recording episodes again and start figuring out a new strategy for what I guess we can call Season 2 of those. We did do them for a long time, and I didn't want to wear those out, which is why I wanted to take the break on it. And I also have to figure out if there's some things I want to tweak to both those series as well to give them a little bit more fun and not be so heavy on picking out a different game every week. But we'll see. Again, I got time to worry about that. But also, you be sure to follow us on social media through Instagram and Threads at Rodent's Retrocade. Help spread the word about us so we can continue to grow this channel and build our subscriber base and our fan base. And this community, which again is all about celebrating video games across multiple generations over the last 40 years. It's why we put this together, and it's why we have so much fun playing these games and putting this content out for you. And on that front, if there is a game you would like to see us feature from the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive, SNK Neo-Geo, Nintendo 64, Sony, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, leave it in the comments below or drop me a line on social media. It can be any game you want, and I mean it, guys, any game you want. We can do it as a one-day playthrough. We can do it as a WTF Wednesday. We can do it as a Sports Saturday or Sucker Punch Sunday, or we can do it in an entirely different vein, because we do playthroughs of other games along with stuff like Dark Souls for bonus content, so it may be something you'll see down the road. So there's nothing off the table. If anything, I can give you an honest assessment and provide something that you want to see somebody play. So, and again, I hope through doing that, we can build this community and continue to make this channel grow in the way we all want it to. But in the meantime, my name is Ronan. It has been great to spend this half an hour or so with you, and thank you for riding out this entire playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Be safe, be well, happy gaming, and we will talk to you again soon with more content. Bye!